Good morning, JLA. You know, I get asked so many times for the same information over and over again. So I'm going to start doing some helpful training videos and some helpful things that you might find useful over the time. I'm just going to post them up on the Facebook and help everybody do that. I've had so many calls for the last couple of weeks of, hey, I need to update my listing presentation. What do you use as a listing presentation? And, guys, over my 20-year career in real estate, I don't think I've ever in my life used a formal listing presentation. So I'm going to go through what I made for my team back when I was selling real estate every day and show you how my opinion of what a listing presentation should be. A listing presentation shouldn't be about you, because in reality, they really don't care about you. All they want is the results of you selling their home, right? So think about that. So here we go. I'm going to dive right into that. So hold on a second. Let me switch screens. All right. So I put this together and I went through my archives of all my old documents and stuff that I have. And I have one of these same sheets that I use oh, time out. Whoa, stop. I need a favor from you. Can you go down and like and subscribe to this video? I need all the help we can get, right? And leave a comment. Tell me what you like about the video, what you would like to see more of, or if you have comments about this video that you like or don't like, tell me. Let's talk about it. See you soon. Bye-bye. For buyers as well. I used to go print 500 of these and take them to Office Depot, and they would bind them on the back with the glue and, just kind of be of a tear-off sheet. And I'll share that on another video as well. But, here's my idea of what a listing presentation should be like. It as a listing agent, it's crucial to gather comprehensive and relevant information as you go along through your conversation with the client. Going in and knowing your numbers, going in and knowing what the market's doing, going in and knowing what the house should sell for, and sticking to your guns about that is the key in confidence of doing that. A great book that you as well is The Full Fee Agent from Chris Voss. It really talks about your likelihood of how you're going to get that listing, and if you're going to get it or not. You should be asking those questions. Well, that's another whole video. So anyway, questions you got to ask every time. Why are you selling? You need to know what's prompting you to sell this house. You have to know that. You have to dive into that. Take great notes. Copious notes are the key to winning this listing. What are the time expectations? When do you want your house sold by? In other words, when do you have to be in your next location, right? So financial considerations. Are there any existing mortgages or liens on the property that I need to know about? The home mortgage is just the one. Are there any HOA fines not paid, or any other liens on the house that I need to be aware of? You got to ask those hard questions now. Property details. What are the key features and upgrades of your home? One of the things I like to do here when I'm going through my question and answers about this stuff is finding out what they loved about the house, what made them buy the house, and have them start telling you the things they love most about the house. But on the flip side of that, you also need to know what they don't like about the house, so you can work around that and have those objection handlers complete before you get there. Price expectations. Do they have a specific price in mind? And how did they come up with that price? Well, Jim Bob down the street sold his house for X amount of dollars, and you're going in your mind going, well, I just saw that on HAR and it was nowhere near that price. And I show them right there on the iPad, no, Jim Bob's house didn't sell for that amount of money. It sold for this. And this is what I think I can sell your house for. And, I tell people, don't be afraid to go a little bit higher than what your price is, but don't be afraid to walk away from the deal either. Because the last thing you want as a listing agent is for your house to be on the market forever and you're not able to sell it. Everyone sees your sign in the yard forever thinking, man, that guy can't sell anything. Right? So I like to price my houses to be the next one that sells in the neighborhood. Don't be the highest priced house in the neighborhood. Try to be the lowest, in my opinion, because, in my opinion, your job as a realtor is to get paid. Because when you get paid, that means you've done your job, right? So good. So customer communication method. How do you want to be talked to? How do you prefer text, email? Do you want me to call you? Know those answers. Some people don't want a text message. Some people only want email. Some people want only a voice call. Find out what their preferences are and do that for them. And I like to set that expectation, telling them, especially for a listing, hey, I'm not going to be calling you every day and telling you what's going on with your house. My plan is to call you at least once a week. And I will go through what happened in the past week, where we are price wise, how many showings we had, and any feedback we might have had. So that's a good thing to do. Flexibility for showing. Are they willing to step up and move out of the house when somebody's there? I set that expectation going through pretty quickly, is that I do not want you in this house. I don't want anybody in the house when another person is showing the house. It's an uncomfortable feeling for everybody around. So make sure you set that expectation with your clients that they have moved out of the house for the showing. What I mean by moved out, they've gone to Starbucks, they've walked to the park or whatever, and we can now get notifications from Supra when they're leaving the house. So that's a good thing. What are the move out timelines? If the house sells, what's your timeline for move out? So if we close today, that means you have to be out of the house today, unless we do a lease back. And we all know lease backs aren't the best thing in the world, but sometimes they have to happen. That's just the reality of the way real estate works. So find out what that move out timeline is for that people. Expectations from me, the agent. What you need to know, what they want from you and what they expect from you. You need to know what those clear guidelines are, so you can live up to those expectations. The last thing you want to do is not meet your client's expectations. It won't end good for anybody. So make sure you're meeting those expectations and you're willing to meet those expectations that they've set out in this conversation of the listing presentation. When you're going in and you're doing a listing presentation and you're talking listing presentation, make sure you're doing what God gave you. You have one mouth and two ears. Listen twice as much as you talk. Remember, listening is selling, talking is not. So the more you talk, the less they're listening. Trust me. Let them talk. Let them tell you what you want. Ask probing questions. Get them to open up and tell you about the house. Get them to do all the things you need to be doing to make sure that you're going to get that listing and secure that listing, get on the market and get it sold. Because after all, we want to get you paid. Guys, if you guys want personal one-on-one coaching, I don't charge any money for JLA coaching. If you want your private time with me, if I have time available, I'll give it to you freely. But Matthew 7 in the Bible says, if you don't ask, you don't receive. So I'll put a link down here below in my video that y'all can go to and click a link for agent coaching if you want to do that. Come on. I'd love to talk to you and I'd love to help you get more listings. Because in 2024, listings is going to be the name of the game. Mark my word. Hold on, because it's about to get wild out there. I think the market's about to explode. I think John and I were talking about this the other day. I really believe that the pent-up demand for real estate in the Houston, Texas greater market and all of HAR is about ready to explode. People hear me talk about this all the time in my economic updates, is that I've always kind of picked Valentine's Day, February 14th, is the start of our real estate summer, if you will. From now all the way through September, it's going to start increasing. But on February 14th, it will start to really explode here in the Houston market. Mark my word. So just to kind of summarize everything, guys, I really want you to understand that I'm here to help you guys. And anything that you want, call me, call your manager, call John, call anybody out there. We're willing to help. Just ask for the help. We'll show you how to do it, how to do it the right way. Push that easy button and get the job done easily. And again, if I can help you with anything, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. Everybody knows my number. I'll give it again, 713-569-8102. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.